Hey guys, what is up? It is Captain Austin 2 here from Cash Out, and as you can tell by the pretty sweet intro and the gameplay on the screen in front of you, you can tell that it's going to be Star Wars Battlefront beta gameplay. Disclaimer, this isn't the best gameplay. This video is not really about the gameplay. I know it's a little late, but this is positives and negatives for the Battlefront and the full game itself. There's a lot of pretty good things about this game. Number one being the graphics. I mean, if you look at the game, it looks amazing. Everything looks like spot on, even for a beta. The Stormtrooper helmet, the jetpack, the way the jetpack fires, the planes, the AT-ATs, the AT-STs, the gunfire, it looks beautiful, crisp. It's not bland, it doesn't look cartoony, it looks solid. Next up is the addition of power-ups. I like the power-up idea. Some of them seem a little bit kind of cliche almost, like your squad shield, like that. It seems cliche, and I personally don't think the thermal imploder should be a power-up. That should be a grenade. It should just be weakened down a little bit, because that thing is stupid overpowered. And to be a power-up, you can get, I don't know, it doesn't seem right. On the flip side, there are a lot of cool power-ups, though. I mean, you have your ability to get in the AT-AT, your AT-ST. The vehicle turret, I like that. Planes annoy the hell out of me in this map. The infantry turret, it's shoddy on its attention. It'll shoot guys sometimes and then not kill them other times. So the pickups and the power-ups, they're cool, but they need some fine-tuning, obviously. I mean, it was just a beta, so it's not gonna be perfect, but they definitely need some fine-tuning before the final game comes out with the power-up aspect of the game. Next up will be the connection. It was surprisingly pretty strong. There wasn't that much lag on or off. I mean, it is EA and them DICE, so of course they're gonna have dedicated servers. It's gonna make the connection a lot more stable for everyone that plays. I mean, that's common sense. It only makes sense that Battlefront has good connection. I mean, look at Battlefield. They have solid connection. It would only make sense. I like the implication of heroes in this beta. The heroes did feel kind of clunky at times, like they weren't complete. The animations were kind of, I don't know, the animations were just robot looking. They didn't look as fluent as the other things did, which is something I didn't really like. And then, like I said, the heroes were implemented, but I like the heroes in the game. I just don't think they're implemented correctly. Like, like if you just listen to Darth Vader and his intro sometimes, like Darth Vader says, "You'll never stop my lightsaber," something to that effect. When would you ever hear Darth Vader say that? Like, that's not something he'd say. Like, I don't know. The heroes are kind of cheesy and a little bit clunky in battle, so they definitely need some work before the game itself comes out. But they were alright for the beta. I would like to see more of those in the final game. I'd like to see more than Vader and Luke Skywalker. Obviously we will, but I'd like to see a lot of those because I thought they were cool. Another good thing, it felt very Battlefieldy, which is a comfort thing for a lot of people that were playing this, because a lot of them were Battlefield players that were playing this. The flying controls are the same as Battlefield. It's got a Battlefield feel to it. Like, you could tell the people that made Battlefield made this. I mean, everything, the aspect of Battlefield is in this game itself. It's just developed a little bit different with aesthetics. I thought the voice acting for the like the Imperials was pretty cool, along with the Rebels. I thought the voice acting was solid, and the two game modes themselves were pretty good. I can only imagine the other game modes and how they're going to play out in this game. Now that we've talked about some of the good things that came out of this beta, we're going to move on to the not so good. The vehicle spawning power-ups. Like I said, the power-ups do need some fine-tuning. It's very apparent they need the fine-tuning. The vehicle power-ups, like the planes, there's too many planes flying around at once. There's like 6, 7 TIE fighters in the sky at once for the Imperials, and you got 2 of those little shitty red planes that the Rebels fly around. Like, that ain't fair. So the plane balance needs to be definitely well, the plane ship, whatever you want to call it, balance needs to really be adjusted for both sides to have an equal chance. Along with that, if you're playing like Walker Assault on Hoth, you're not winning. If you're the Rebels, they need like they need a ground vehicle. I don't know what they could use, but they need something. The little sparrows, or I don't know, they need something. I thought the vehicle spawns were a little quick. Along with the AT-AT, the duration was, I thought, too long. You could do way too much damage in that thing, like way too fast. Could spawn kill and then kill him again. I don't know. It was I don't know. It needs to be that needs to be fixed a little bit. The vehicle tuning power-ups, because the vehicles were rather annoying. Like I said, Walker Assault is completely unfair to the Rebels. It's Spawn Trap City. You stand no chance if you're the Rebels for Walker Assault. Like, killing those walkers is pretty difficult, considering your spawns are kind of far from the uplink stations. Now, I get you have to push, it being similar to Rush, but I think the walker needs a little bit longer to walk than it has. I don't think the duration is quite long enough to kill it. I didn't like the fact that you could only have a group of 2. That was the one thing that I thought was set this beta really back quite a lot, because if you're playing this, you're usually not playing by yourself. You're playing with a group or you're trying to play with a group of friends, not one person. I'd like to see them implement what they have in Battlefield, the squad, like how they have that, the 4-person squads, the private squads. I'd like to see that implemented. Like I said, the AT-ATs are impossible to kill. Those things need to have their health lowered a bit, I personally think. Now, on the flip side of being like Battlefield, it, it's almost too much like Battlefield. If you're coming from mainly playing Call of Duty, like myself, it's going to be a little bit harder to adjust to this than per se something that was made by another Call of Duty production team. It's a lot easier to get used to one game that you're used to playing instead of trying to adapt to something completely new, which I think a lot of people are going to have trouble with. It might set this game back a little bit. I'm not sure. Like I said, the Rebel planes are absolute garbage. They are just terrible. They need to be speed buffed. They need to have some stronger, a little bit more accurate weapons. Along with planes, along the line of like weaponry, I didn't think the weapons were very balanced either. That one fast firing laser rifle was pretty much the only thing being used. It was pretty damn overpowered. It was way too accurate. The cooldown wasn't what it should have been. There was another thing that I thought personally really set the beta back, which was the cycler rifle. I understand it's equipment, but 90 damage to the body no matter where you hit them, like, that's a little crazy. It takes one shot after that 90 damage to kill you. Like, I don't know. I feel like it should do 50 in the body and 100 to the head or something. Like, it has to, I don't know, it has to make sense. If I get shot in the foot, I'm not losing 90% of my health. Along the lines of equipment, those ion grenades, I personally found no use for those things. They were just there. Nobody was really using them. They're kind of hard to use. The turrets, those DM9s or DF9s or whatever, those the white ground turrets that are, those things are they have way too much health. Like, for the damage they put out, they have way too much health. And you need a cooldown rate on them, because that's gonna completely ruin this. If yeah, like, look at that death right there. That thing was shot me halfway across the map and killed me in 2 shots. It's like, that ain't cool. I'd like to see, I don't know, I'd like to see that fixed. And the spawn deaths, like, I don't know, that was annoying too. I'd like to see the Wookiee. I want to see them make a return as well. I know we only got one map, but I'm gonna be pretty upset if there's no Wookiees in the game, man. I love me some Chewie. And the last thing I'm gonna touch up on is the personal shield. Its cooldown is way too quick, and it lasts for way too long. It's not fair. Like, it's just a pop shot game. Who's smarter with their shield really is what it comes down to. And I'm not a very smart person. I'm all reaction. But although this beta did have its flaws, it was extremely addicting. And when this game drops, I could see a lot of people playing this for quite a long time, to be honest with you. These are some of the personal positive and negatives I saw in the beta. Let me know in the comments if you guys agree, and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for future videos. And this is Captain Awesome 2 signing out. I'll see you guys in the next video.